We are doing two more looks with a Blend Bunny Sickly Sweet palette. I wanted to play around a little bit more with this palette and play around with some more of the shades. In today's look, we're going to focus on some of the greens. So we're going to start with Brooding right here, and then maybe go into Buttercream, and then I may take, because it's Fake It, yes, Fake It right here, kind of in the inner portion, just to add a little bit of the pastel. So that is where we're going to start. And then we'll just kind of go from there, deciding on what shimmers that we're going to use. I've already primed my eyelids using my Party Proof primer from Colourpop in Caramel. You guys know how much I am loving this. I'm going to take a little bit of Brooding on my Beauty Bay brush here. This has like a little bit kind of a Hunter's green, more kind of a cool tone going on. So I'm just going to lay this on the outer corner and then just slowly start blending it. I do like the fact that even though this is a pastel palette, there are some deeper shades in here, so you can add a little bit of depth to your look if that's what you're wanting to do. I'm going to take the brush and then just slowly start softening the shade and blending it out towards the crease. All right, that is blending beautifully. One thing I have always loved and I never have an issue with are Blend Bunny's deeper matte shades. They just always blend perfectly for me. I'm going to go into Buttercream with my crease brush from Real Techniques. And I'm just going to use this, tap a little bit off, to just kind of start softening the shade in the crease. This is such a beautiful pastel. On me, it's more of like a very light, almost white green, but it's doing a good job of kind of softening that first shade. Oh, that's pretty. I'm liking the way those two shades are blending together. Ooh, that's nice. I still haven't tried these shades out yet with that little lighter eyeshadow base that I've been talking about. I just really haven't had time. But I still want to try it and see what, what that ends up looking like. All right, let's take Fake It. I'm going to blend it in the inner portion, kind of going into that crease. This one has a little bit more pigment than the Buttercream shade does. It's a very light pastel-y kind of a pistachio green. I'm just going to tap off some excess and then just slowly start laying this down in the inner portion. I feel like with pastel, sometimes I can kind of get a little bit out of hand. I'm going to be a little more detailed in where you're laying them. I do like how this is coming out, though. This is pretty. It's not quite what I had in my head, but it's actually looking better than what I was originally thinking. I feel like it's blending into that first shade really nicely. That's actually really, really pretty. I'm going to take this fluffy brush. I don't even know. Is this for Menage Tapered Blending Brush number 6. I have no product on it. I just want to kind of blend out the edges of this first shade a little bit more. Just to kind of soften and diffuse in this part of the eye look. There is a gnat flying around. Oh, Lord. It's like I started blending and it was like right here in front of my face. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. I don't see it now, but I'm sure my little friend will make his appearance again here in just a minute. I'm just really just buffing out the edges is all I'm really doing. This is going to be like a really, really quick look. I'm liking that. Oh, that's pretty. Definitely different than some of the looks that I've been doing lately. I'm taking that first brush. I haven't added any product to it. I just want to blend it a little bit more going into the crease. Remembering how that first shade lay down in my first impressions video, I am going to use my BH Cosmetics base booster just to kind of help it pop a little bit. My instinct is to go back into sprinkles, but we did that for the first look, so I'm going to do something different. We're going to go into Ruffles, which is kind of this corally pink, and then I think we're going to go ahead and finish off with Cupcake again. Cupcake I did use in the first look, but I think it's the only one that's really standing out to me as far as this looks. So we're going to take Ruffles, and then we're going to go into Cupcake in the inner portion. Same brush, going into Ruffles. Shimmers. Oh my word. Just the way. Oh my god, look at that. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that is gorgeous. My word. Yeah, just these shimmers alone in this palette. Do you see that? Oh my god, that's beautiful. It's so shiny. I think there's like little tiny flecks of gold in there as well. Woo! That is beautiful. I'm just kind of patting it down where I lay down that glitter base. That is stunning. I hope you guys are like seeing what I'm seeing in person, because this is amazing. This shade is just wow. I have a little Cupcake shade on this flat brush, and we're just going to lay that in the inner portion and just slowly blend it into the ruffles. Oh, wow. Yes. Oh, yes. My heavens. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to quickly go back in with that first brush just to blend out the edges. And I'm going to take just a little bit more Fake It and just softly lay that in here just to kind of pick the shade up a little bit more. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's funny because this is not originally what I was envisioning when I sat down to put together this look, but I think it's actually better. Like, I'm really liking this better than what I originally had in my head. This is stunning. Wow. So I'm going to go off camera, finish off my eyes, and then we'll see the look all put together. You guys, I had so much fun putting together this look. This is an example of having an idea in your head of what you originally want to do, and then the look just kind of takes on a mind of its own, because this is not what I originally had planned, but oh my god, I am loving the final result. I think this looks amazing. Let me give you my details. For my wing, I'm using my Artista liner from AOE Studio. In my waterline, I'm using one of my cream gel liners from Colourpop. This one isn't fluffy. It's just a really bright pink, kind of cotton candy pink, if I can get the words out right. And on my lips, I'm using a combination of my lip pencil in D-Roll. This is in Passionate. And then the lipstick is from Colourpop. This is one of the Luxe lipsticks in Oasis. Just a really pretty soft, kind of a satin matte ink. My lashes are from Cala. They are the I Adore lashes. I think these are really pretty. Once again, I am loving the way this look came out. This green shade, Brooding, oh my god, that is such a beautiful, like, cool toned hunter's green. You know, I realized I've been saying sprinkles. As far as the pink shade, it's actually Ruffles. I don't know where I got sprinkles from. I guess because of the sprinkling of the gold in the shade. And I don't know why. It just reminded me of sprinkles. The shade is actually called Ruffles, not sprinkles. But yeah, that shade was freaking stunning all over the lid. I'm just very happy with the way this look came out. That is it for look 1. Let's move into look number 2. As you can see, my lips are already done. I don't usually do that. Usually I do the eye look first and then I finish off with lips. But because I already know like what shades I'm going to go for in the palette, I decided to go ahead and just do the lips first, just to kind of make the video go a little bit quicker. My lip combo is from AOE Studio, the Wonder Lip Pencil from AOE Studio in Famous. And then the Meet Matte Hues Liquid Lipstick from The Balm. This shade is in Honest, so that is the lip combo that we are sporting today. Now, before we jump into putting together this look, I did want to talk a little bit about my giveaway. As you guys know, we have finally reached 2,000 subscribers. As of me filming this video, we are at like 2,031. I noticed once I hit 2,000, my subscriber count started to go a little bit faster. It took forever to get to 2,000 subscribers, you guys. I didn't think that we were ever going to get here, but we finally did. And first of all, I just want to say welcome to all of you new subscribers. I haven't had a chance to really thank you properly, but thank you so much for joining the channel. I'm so glad that you are now part of my family. To those of you who have been here with me, since the beginning, who have been with me for the last few years, who, have watched my content, left comments, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. I appreciate you so much. I am so grateful to you guys. I know I don't say it very often, but I really am so thankful and so grateful for each and every one of you. I know that there are a million other channels on this platform that you could watch, and the fact that you take time out of your busy schedule to watch mine, I really do appreciate it, and I just want to say thank you. And because of that, I have decided to do my giveaway a little differently than I've done them in the past. We all know that if I were to make a standalone video with the title, 2,000 subscriber giveaway or something like that, that a lot of people will click on that video, a lot of people will watch it, and they're only doing it because it's a giveaway. So yeah, I'll have a whole lot of people that'll enter the giveaway just because it's a giveaway. And a huge number of these individuals are probably going to be people that have never watched a single video on my channel, don't know anything about me, don't know anything about the content that I post, have never left a comment. You know how it goes. And I just don't think that's fair to those of you who have actually been here, who have actually been watching the videos, who have actually supported the channel. I just don't think it's fair to have a bunch of people come flood the channel, to enter the giveaway, who have never been here before, taking the chance away from you guys who actually have been here. So this is what I've decided to do. I have decided to make this giveaway kind of a subscriber only-ish video, and it's a giveaway, and it's going to be hidden. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a random video sometime between now and the end of the month. I'm not going to have it in the title. I'm not going to have it, in a pinned comment or anything. I'm just going to pick a random video, a random spot in that random video that I will be announcing the giveaway, and I will be doing it as a Google Doc. I'm currently putting that form together now, so that'll be easier for you guys to fill in your information. We won't have to worry about YouTube deleting comments because they think they're spam. None of that. So this will help to avoid those issues. And then after I make the announcement, I will do a pinned comment on my community tab. That will be the only time that I will announce the giveaway. So if it turns out that only like 5 or 6 people enter, well, you know, so be it. 5 or 6 people enter. That means that those 5 or 6 people are the ones that were actually watching the content, watching the video, and supporting the channel, and I'm perfectly fine with that. And hey, if you're watching this video right now, you've made it to this point in the video, you are ahead, you already know about the giveaway. So yeah, that is what I have decided to do. So I just kind of want to talk about that real quick. All right, let's jump into putting together this look. Based on the cheek and the lip combo, I think you guys are probably going to have a good idea of where we're going with this. I'm going to take Party Dress. I can't remember if I used that in either one of the 2 looks. Either way, this is the one that we're going to put in the outer corner, and then I'm going to take that into Temper, which is this pink. Now, in order to kind of help the shades pop a little bit, I'm going to use my lighter eyeshadow base. Hold on just a moment. Let me get situated. This one is from AOA Studio. This is the Soft Base Nude Eye Primer. It's called the Nude Eye Primer, but it's not my shade of nude. It's basically nude for individuals that are like fair to medium. On me, it's way too light. So I thought this might work pretty well as a base for the pastel shades. So this is what we're going to try today. I mean, you can see looking at it, you know, in the tube, that it's a little bit too light for me. The first time I used this was in a try-on video. I was trying out some makeup from AOA Studio, and yeah, this was way too light. So let's go ahead and lay down the Party Dress shade. I had to restart my audio recorder because I accidentally hit stop, so I had to restart that. But let's go ahead and apply the shade on the outer portion of the eye, see if this lighter base primer will help the color pop a little bit more. So have any of you guys picked up this palette yet? If you have, what are your thoughts on it so far? Is this something that you think you'll be using on its own or as a companion? I did mention in the first impressions video that, like Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner said, I thought it would be a good companion for the blends. All right, that is looking good. That is definitely showing up a little bit better on the that lighter base as opposed to just my Colourpop eyeshadow primer. That is looking a little bit better. That is definitely showing up a little bit more. Yeah. The lighter eye base was definitely a good idea. And if you're using like a white eyeshadow base, you're just a plain white base, you know it's really going to pop over that. But I do like the way that is looking. I think it looks nice. Like I said, I can't remember if I actually used this shade in one of the other looks. It's been a while since I actually filmed look number 1. But it is the shade that I did want to kind of focus everything around. And I think that is looking nice. I'm going to take my Real Techniques crease brush and we're going to dip into that Temper shade, which is a baby doll pink. And we're just going to start blending that kind of in this crease area right in here. Yeah, that shade's showing pretty well over the eye base as well. I need to trim my brows. They're a little bit wild up in here. I don't know if you guys are seeing that on camera, but yeah. Probably should have did that before I started filming. One thing I will definitely say about this Party Dress shade is you see in the pan, it looks like really, really orange. On the eyelid, it's definitely more of a kind of a coral pink. I'm not getting that orange on the eyelid. I kind of wish I was getting more of that tone, but it is showing it better over the eye base. At least, you know, it's doing that much. I just want to add a little bit more on the outer corner. So we're going to go to Melancholy, this shade in the middle. I think that's a brown, and we're going to lay that on the outer corner. If I did do a look similar to this in the first look, I apologize, but I honestly don't remember. I think I used the blues because I remember deepening up the blue on the outer corner because it wasn't showing it very well, and I think I put the Party Dress towards the center. That's something that happens when you're not able to film your looks back to back and then you're like using other palettes in between. You tend to forget like what you did in the beginning. Okay. I think that looks good. That's more of like a purpley brown. It's not like chocolate brown. It's more like a purple brown. It's got a little more purple to it than it does brown. Now we're going to lay down the shimmers. I'm going to use, once again, my base booster. And I'm trying to think as far as shimmers. I think I've used pretty much every single shimmer in the palette at this point. So the question is, what is a combo of shimmers that we're going to do today? Let's take Crying Sparkles and we're going to take that into Ruffles, into the inner portion. I think that's what I'm going to do. Once again, if I have already done this combo in the previous looks, I can't remember. This is such a gorgeous shimmer. I mean, it is stunning. Ooh, that's so pretty. I don't think I've used this one over the lid yet. I think I've used it as an inner corner, but not completely all over the lid. Absolutely gorgeous. To finish off with the shadows, we're going to take Ruffles right into the inner portion of the eye. What are my final thoughts on this palette? I love the idea of an all pastel palette, especially my brand that has not done one before. I love the fact that we also have the deeper mattes kind of mixed in with the pastel, so it's not an all pastel palette. Having those deeper mattes does allow you to add a little bit more depth in like the outer portion of the eye, just in case you want to add just a little bit more, you can. And I have noticed that all of the deeper shades seem to work with every single one of the pastel shades I have used, so I am enjoying that. These shimmers here are definitely where this palette shines. They are unbelievable. They're out of this world. I am loving it. As far as a standalone palette, my final thoughts after having used the palette, some more and done some more looks with it, played around with some more of the shades, this will definitely not be a palette that I would use on its own. This would definitely be a companion palette that I would use with another one, more likely the Blends palette, but I can also see myself using this with some of the other palettes as well. As far as where this palette ranks regarding the Blend Bunny palettes that I have already used and have purchased and are currently in my collection, this one probably falls on the bottom, not because it's a bad formula, but because of the fact that I would not use this palette on its own. That's the only thing. But I did enjoy playing with it. I did have fun putting together looks that I did with it, and I do look forward to using it some more. Alright, so that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help with the channel. If you're new to the channel, you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider joining my little family and hitting subscribe. One of the things that you will have to be is subscribed to the channel in order to enter my hidden giveaway, which will be coming really soon. Make sure you tap the bell so you do not miss a thing, and you can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.